Hey y'all, well it's 80 degrees and it seems hotter than 90 degrees when it's 7 p.m. So it's about 10 a.m., 9 a.m., somewhere between there. And it's 80 degrees now and it just, I'm sweating. It's because of the sun. Let's see, where is it? Oh, there, it's somewhere around here. All right. So, let me start off by saying good morning and how y'all doing. Well, there seems to be a motive to the madness, and they restricted, I don't know how long ago, pistols, like handguns, from people that are less than 21 years of age. But rifles are still available to them. So if they restrict rifles from people that are 21 years of age, you have a block of people that are 18 to 21 who can no longer buy like an AR type rifle and or a hunting rifle, and that doesn't make sense because those are like military age people. And so in the event that there was any kind of civil insurrection, or not civil insurrection, any revolution on part of an unconstitutional government, the 18-year-olds legally could not be armed. And so right there, you would have trouble. You know, it's a way of monitoring people, right? So right there, you would have a disadvantage for any kind of forced militia, because your 18 and 21-year-olds would not be able to volunteer unless a rifle was provided. So there you go. So we've had a few mass shootings in the past, month or so. They're calling, so a mass shooting's like 3 or more, I think, is what they say. So if someone goes in and catches a lover in bed with someone else, he shoots him, the lover, then himself, then all of a sudden that becomes like a mass shooting. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think that's what I read. So it's a matter of definition. But even though those are less than 1% of crimes, that are related to gun and rifle. So, anyhow. All right, let me see what else I got. So an election got overturned in Compton. That's cool. Check it out. So they didn't get to keep the diamonds that they tried to steal. So, I've kind of been following the Uvalde shooting. And so they've got, it looks like they've got a full run of funerals all the way up until about 3 weeks from now. So it's pretty sad what happened. And so the teacher and there's a lot of theories, like conspiracy related theories, that say that my dogs are hot and they're trying to get in my shadow. But they, there's just these people making these videos. Now, it may have been someone different than who they're saying it is, but he doesn't have a funeral yet. I doubt that they are going to have one. So all this stuff is just freaking crazy. And then the shooting in Tulsa last night or yesterday. Go on. I don't know. This is what it's kind of getting to me. It's kind of too early for me right now. Right here.
Run up on Fetty, catch Fetty, that's Fetty. Count hella bins, we chase that zelly. Henny on Henny on Henny on Henny. Hang in the spot, get daddy on daddy. Bustin' a 40, spin on your shorty. Don't do Bacardi. Bust up in yata, open your mata, shoot up the party. Fuck we love, shit to the head, get beat up like Marley. If I'm not on the ace, then I'm in the field, so I'm up in guard. 30 clip that mean hella bodies. Spin your hood and kill anybody. If you listen, the medics got him. He ain't dead, but we paralyzed him. Hoodie on, mask on, strap, drawn.
Tulsa shooter had, I'm gonna walk over here to let my dogs walk in the shade. They're dying for some shade. Here, hold on. All right. I guess it gets hot. It's too hard for me to walk in that rock though down there. But the Tulsa shooter got 5 people with a pistol and then turned the gun on himself. So, in a hospital. So all that stuff's being crazy right now. Go, Marley. Come on. And
once told me the world is gonna roll.
So here's some real stats about the deal with the whole gun violence thing. All right.
Rifles should be banned. Semi-automatic rifles should be banned at all. So that's the first thing. But your Australia example, violent crime actually increased. So you have to look at the entire ecosystem of crime, not just mass shootings, because mass shootings actually account for a small percentage of all gun-related deaths in America. They get the most amount of media attention. They get the most amount of sadness and thinking. But they actually contribute to a small sliver of the percentage of all gun-related crime. Do you know what the biggest part of gun-related crime in America? Anyone? Suicides. So you know 66% of that 33,000 figure about gun crime is suicides? You know we're the only country in the world to count death by suicide as a gun death. So all of a sudden you remove that, we have 11,000 gun deaths every single year. It's a lot less than 33,000. So the gun advocates say, oh, confiscate the guns because of 33,000 gun deaths every single year. Well, technically that's true because of how we calculate the data. It's very, very deceiving. I would argue that's more of a mental health issue and a systemic cultural issue than it is an actual vehicle to gun. So I have 11,000. About 300 to 500 of those 11,000 are accidental discharges, are people that are at shooting ranges, they're in their basement, and they die because of a firearm that they were mishandling or that they weren't handling properly. 300 to 500 a year. So that goes down to 10,500. And about another 500 out of that is actual warranted means of self-defense. So it still counts as a gun death, but it's not murder. If someone walks into your house with a battle axe to kill you, and you kill that person with a pistol, that's a gun death. It's not a murder. Big difference. That's a rightful means of self-defense. So you get to there, it's about 10,000. 90%, I'll repeat that, 90% of that remaining 10,000, 90% is with handguns in urban areas and gang-related violence. 90%. Now, what drives gang violence? Is it the weapon itself? Of course not. It just isn't. It just isn't. In Chicago, look at it. It's 20 square blocks where you have the most failing public schools, where you have the most broken families. The police are really not, they're not welcome culturally in a lot of those areas. And I always find it interesting that in the gun control debate, when the statistics are that heavily slanted in that direction, immediately when something bad happens, the first thing that is said is somehow I have to give up my weapon because I did nothing wrong. Because I do it responsibly, I manage it properly, I store it correctly, I obey the laws, and it's my fault. I have to give up a weapon because some lunatic did something that had nothing to do with what I did. I completely and totally reject
There supposedly there's coming out that he's got a grant that has to do with the pox, the orangutan pox. All right.
There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a...
Okay, mamas, so y'all know how y'all be buying that cereal for y'all babies and it costs so much money? I'm getting ready to hook you up on game. Go on, stick with me. Wheat germ, good source of vitamin A, old-fashioned oats, organic cane sweetener. I'm hooking y'all up on game. These for these babies. These 3 items makes a cereal for babies. You can stop spending money. I have a coffee grinder. You want to get you a coffee grinder. You want to grind this up right here. Got the coffee grinder. Got that together. Hold on. Gotta get you a
Durham trial, even though he didn't get a conviction, there's still some stuff on record that he can use when he goes into. So I think his next stop's West Virginia or Virginia, and hopefully he'll get a little friendlier jury. All right, well, check it out. I'm just going to go ahead and end this one. I didn't really prep for this one too good. All right, please like, subscribe, comment below. Have a great day.